What is the meaning of the verb lead up to?
When you lead up to something when you are speaking or writing. You gradually move toward an important point by saying or writing information that will support that point. I've been listening to you talk for 30 minutes. What's your point? What are you leading up to?
What is the meaning of the verb come off?
When an event comes off, it is successful. The attack didn't come off the way the general planned it.
What is the meaning of the verb look for?
When you look for things or people, you try to find them. I looked for you at the party, but I didn't see you.
What is the meaning of the verb stick to informal?
When you stick it to people, you deliberately try to tease, annoy. Or embarrass them with an accusation, provocative statement, or difficult question. One woman at the shareholders meeting really stuck it to the president of the company. She asked why he deserved a $19 million bonus even though the company had lost money that year and 4,000 workers had been laid off.
What is the meaning of the verb go around?
When people or things follow an indirect or curved path in order to avoid an obstacle or to change direction. They go around or go around the obstacle. Heather went around the curve too fast, and she ended up in the ditch.
What is the meaning of the verb look at?
When you examine something or a situation and decide what to do about it, you look at it. Your finger might be broken, you should have Dr. Smith look at it.
What is the meaning of the verb get around to?
When you do something after waiting for some time because you are lazy. Inefficient, or do not want to do it, you get around to it. I didn't get around to doing my taxes until April 14th.
What is the meaning of the verb get to?
When you get to a place, you arrive there. When you get PEOP to a place, you help them to go there or take them there. When you get to work, you arrive at the place where you work. Frank got fired because he kept getting to work late.
What is the meaning of the verb make up?
When you do something that you were required to do earlier but did not. Such as attend a class, take a test, or complete a homework assignment, you make it up. Karen asked the teacher about making up the test that she missed.
What is the meaning of the verb turn over, to?
When the police or other authorities are looking for people and you take these people or transfer control. Of them to the police or authorities, you turn them over or turn them over to the police or authorities. L caught a burglar in my basement, and I turned him over to the police.
What is the meaning of the verb fix up, with?
When you fix people up with something. You arrange for them to have or to use something that they need or want. We told the hotel desk clerk that we wanted their best room, and she fixed us up with the honeymoon suite.
What is the meaning of the verb back up?
When something backs up, it is being prevented from moving, progressing, or flowing normally. An accident backed up traffic for 3 miles. The assembly line is going to back up if Eric doesn't get the parts he needs soon.
What is the meaning of the verb break off?
When something breaks off or someone breaks something off. A part or smaller piece is separated from something larger by force. One of the arms broke off the statue when it fell off the pedestal.
What is the meaning of the verb put on?
When you attach or affix something to another thing, you put it on. The Wilsons put a new roof on their house last year.
What is the meaning of the verb kick out, of?
Away with something, you do more than is necessary or proper. Because you enjoy it or because you think it is important. David drank too much and got himself kicked out of the bar.
What is the meaning of the verb? Look at informal always continuous.
When you say that people are looking at an amount of money or a length of time. You mean that this is how much they think something will cost or how long something will take. Putting a new roof on this house isn't going to be cheap. You're looking at least $15,000.
What is the meaning of the verb blow out?
When a piece of electrical equipment or a fuse blows out. It fails because too much electricity is passing through it. Don't be surprised if the fuse blows out. You have 7 lights. Your computer, and your TV all plugged into one outlet.
What is the meaning of the verb pay off?
When you pay people money so that they will do something. Illegal or allow you to do something illegal, you pay them off. Don't expect the police in the city to do anything about gambling. They're being paid off.
What is the meaning of the verb give up, on?
When you stop trying to do something because you think you will never succeed, you give up or give up on it. Forget it. This is impossible, I give up.
What is the meaning of the verb fall off?
When people or things drop to a lower level from a higher place, they fall off the place where they were. The dish fell off the table and broke.
What is the meaning of the verb put up with?
When you put up with something you do not like or are not happy about. You accept it and do not try to change it. My husband said, I put up with your brother long enough.
What is the meaning of the verb hold on, to?
When you hold on or hold on to something, you hold it tightly so that you will not fall or be hurt. Hang on is similar to hold on. Hold on to the rail when you get out of the bathtub, it's slippery.
What is the meaning of the verb get on?
When you enter a bus, train, airplane, ship, and so on, you get on it. Only people who are going on the cruise can get on the ship.
What is the meaning of the verb go over, to?
When you go to someone's house for a visit, you go over to that person's house. I went over to Eric's for dinner last night.
What is the meaning of the verb burn out?
When people are forced to leave their home or some other shelter or hiding place because of fire or fire damage, they are burned out. The only way to get the enemy soldiers out of the tunnels was to burn them out.
What is the meaning of the verb turn around?
When you turn around a bad situation, a failing business. A losing game, and so on, you improve it so that it is successful. Turning this money-losing company around is going to take several years.
What is the meaning of the verb get down?
When things or people get you down, they make you sad or depressed. Jim's marriage problems are really getting him down.
What is the meaning of the verb get inland to?
When you get something in or get something into a place, building, room, container. Enclosure, and so on, you get the object inside even though it is difficult. How did they get that elephant into its cage?
What is the meaning of the verb empty out?
When all the people in a place leave it, the place empties out. After the concert is over, it'll be 20 minutes before the auditorium empties out.
What is the meaning of the verb live with?
When you live with a disease or other problem, you endure or put up with it. Living with this disease is not easy.
What is the meaning of the verb pick up?
When you pick up a place that is messy, you organize or tidy it. Timmy's mother told him he couldn't play outside until he picked up his room.
What is the meaning of the verb pay for?
When you give someone money in exchange for something, you pay for it or pay someone for it. Alfonso paid the waiter for his dinner.
What is the meaning of the verb make of?
What you make of something is your understanding or opinion of it. So what did you make of the Prime Minister's speech?
What is the meaning of the verb calm down?
When a confused or violent situation becomes less confused or violent, it calms down. When you calm a confused or violent situation down, you make it less confused or violent and more calm. Settle down is similar to calm down. A conference between the two sides was organized to try to calm the situation down.
What is the meaning of the verb catch on?
When you eventually begin to understand something or begin. To learn a skill after practicing and studying, you catch on. When Sally studies something, she usually catches on right away.
What is the meaning of the verb go around?
When you go around a place, you visit various parts of it. The president went around the state giving the same speech at every stop.
What is the meaning of the verb wind up?
When you say that someone or something winds up a certain way or winds up doing something. You mean that this situation was the result of a series of decisions, actions, or unplanned and unexpected occurrences. End up is similar to wind up. If you don't start driving more carefully, you're going to wind up dead.
What is the meaning of the verb put down, on?
When an airplane puts down or a pilot puts an airplane down, the airplane lands. Fortunately, the pilot was able to put the plane down on a frozen lake.
What is the meaning of the verb get off?
When you are standing within an area of ground, or on something that covers an area of ground. and you move to the side of it and step off of it, you get off it? The referee told the player to get off the field. You're standing on our beach blanket, get off it?
What is the meaning of the verb come up, to?
When people move toward you to a higher level or position, or from the south to the north, they come up. Come down is the opposite of come up. My cousin from San Antonio came up to Detroit last week.
What is the meaning of the verb deal with?
When a book, film, article, speech, and so on, deals with a certain subject, that is what it is about. I read an interesting article dealing with the issue of legalizing marijuana.
What is the meaning of the verb hold out?
When a supply of something is enough for your needs, the supply holds out. The beer held out until the end of the party, but we didn't have enough wine.
What is the meaning of the verb turn up?
When you turn up something, you find it or learn of it as a result of an investigation or search. When something turns up, it is found or is learned of as a result of an investigation or search. The police turned up enough evidence to convict Jake of murder.
What is the meaning of the verb work out?
When a situation works out a certain way, it happens that way. When a situation does not work out, it is not satisfactory. The switch to the new system worked out a lot better than anyone expected.
What is the meaning of the verb leave off?
When you do not include people or things on a list, either accidentally or deliberately, you leave them off. Check to make sure you don't leave anyone off the list.
What is the meaning of the verb put out?
When you put people out, you inconvenience them. Eric really put Bill out when he asked him for a ride to the airport at 3 o'clock in the morning.
What is the meaning of the verb cut down informal always separated?
When you cut people down to size, you do or say something to make them feel less important or less powerful. I'm tired of that jerk. I'm going to cut him down to size.
What is the meaning of the verb keep on?
When you keep on doing something, you continue doing it. Don't stop, keep on going.
What is the meaning of the verb knock off?
When you knock something off, you either accidentally or deliberately use. Force to make it fall from a place above the ground to the ground below. The cat knocked the clock off the shelf.
What is the meaning of the verb lie around always continuous?
When something is lying around, it is disorganized and no one is using it or paying attention to it. Jake is a slob. There are empty beer cans and old newspapers lying around all over his house.
What is the meaning of the verb look over usually separated?
When you look something over, you look at it or read it carefully and thoroughly. Here's the first chapter of my new book, look it over and tell me what you think.
What is the meaning of the verb come from?
When something comes from a source, that is where it originated. The mechanic heard a strange sound coming from the engine.
What is the meaning of the verb fall over?
When you fall over yourself or, usually, fall all over yourself. You try so hard to serve someone or to make someone like you that you appear foolish. The supervisor fell all over himself trying to satisfy the customer.
What is the meaning of the verb plan ahead?
When you plan ahead, you plan for a future situation or activity so that you will not have a problem then. Plan ahead is similar to think ahead. Plan ahead, you don't want any problems when you're 200 miles from the nearest town.
What is the meaning of the verb go along with?
When you obey a rule or follow a decision, you go along with it. MRS. Taylor wasn't happy about the committee's decision, but she went along with it anyway.
What is the meaning of the verb put out?
When you put people out, you inconvenience them. You've done so much to help me. I'm sorry to have put you out.
What is the meaning of the verb hold on to?
When you hold on or hold on to something, you hold it tightly so that you will not fall or be hurt. Hang on is similar to hold on. When the horse jumped over the fence, I held on as hard as I could.
What is the meaning of the verb fill up?
When a room or other area fills up, people enter it until it is full. The dance floor filled up quickly when the band began to play.
What is the meaning of the verb brush off?
When you brush people off, you ignore them or refuse to listen to them. Because you are not interested in or do not like what they are saying. The reporters tried to ask him some questions, but he brushed them off.
What is the meaning of the verb knock out?
When you try very hard to please other people, you knock yourself out or knock yourself out to do something. Marcia's Thanksgiving dinner was fabulous. She really knocked herself out.
What is the meaning of the verb get off?
When you get off a bus, airplane, or train, you leave it. You can't get off the train while it's moving.
What is the meaning of the verb hold out?
When you hold out your hand, you extend it in front of your body so. That someone can shake hands with you or put something in your hand. Hold out is similar to put out. Maybe Mr. Young is mad at me. I held out my hand, but he didn't shake it.
What is the meaning of the verb take off?
When you remove something from something it is attached or affixed to, you take it off. Alfonso always takes the skin off chicken before he cooks it.
What is the meaning of the verb go with?
When one thing is usually or always found with another, they go with each other. I never wanted to own an old house because of all the maintenance that goes with it.
What is the meaning of the verb line up?
When you arrange for someone or something to be available at a future activity or event. You line that thing or person up. I couldn't line a clown up for Susie's birthday party. Who have they lined up for the show?
What is the meaning of the verb get by?
When something, such as a mistake or a problem, gets by you, you do not notice it. I've got a great editor, no mistakes get by her.
What is the meaning of the verb plug up?
When people or things block a narrow passage, such as a pipe, drain. Or hole, so that nothing can flow through it, they plug it up. I need to plug up the hole in the roof where the rain is leaking in.
What is the meaning of the verb let inland to?
When an opening, such as a window, door, hole, crack, and so on, allows something to enter, it lets it in. The hole in the screen is letting the mosquitoes into the house.
What is the meaning of the verb go around?
When people or things follow a circular path and return to the same place, they go around. The horse has gone around the track 3 times.
What is the meaning of the verb wear out?
When something wears you out, it makes you very tired. Playing with his grandchildren really wore Fred out.
What is the meaning of the verb stay out of?
When you stay out of a situation, such as an argument, fight, battle, or war, you do not get involved in it. This fight doesn't involve you, so stay out.
What is the meaning of the verb stick to?
When one thing sticks to another, it remains attached to it. The magnet sticks to the chalkboard because there's metal underneath.
What is the meaning of the verb make out to?
When you write the necessary information on the front of a check, you make the check out. When you write the name of a person, company, or other organization on the check. You make the check out to that person, company, or organization. How should I make this check out?
What is the meaning of the verb turn around?
When you turn around, you move a vehicle or your body so that it faces the opposite direction. When you turn something around, you move it so that it faces the opposite direction. Someone called my name, and I turned around to see who it was.
What is the meaning of the verb come about?
When something comes about, it happens, usually as a result of a series of events and actions. He was the richest man in town, and now he's bankrupt. How did that come about?
What is the meaning of the verb come through?
When you are in a place and people or things come through it. They pass from one side to the other side where you are. Betty came through the door and sat down at our table.
What is the meaning of the verb throw out?
When you throw something out, you dispose of it by putting it in the waste basket, trash, and so on. Throw away is the same as throw out. Don't throw that newspaper out, I haven't read it yet.
What is the meaning of the verb cut down, on?
When you cut down or cut down on something that you consume, you use it less. When you cut down or cut down on something you do it less. Cut back is similar to cut down. My doctor said cutting down on fat in my diet would lower my cholesterol.
What is the meaning of the verb move inland to?
When you move in or move into a place. You bring your furniture and other personal possessions into a place where you will live. Move out is the opposite of move inland to. The landlord said we could move right in if we want to.
What is the meaning of the verb doze off?
When you fall into a light sleep, you doze off. If I have a drink at lunch, I'm sure to doze off at my desk.
What is the meaning of the verb blow away informal?
When something you have seen or heard makes you very shocked, amazed, or emotional, it blows you away. I was blown away when my mother told me that I was adopted.
What is the meaning of the verb see about?
When you talk to someone to get permission for something or to arrange something. You see about it or see someone about it. The carpet in my office is filthy.
What is the meaning of the verb leave behind?
When you leave something or someone behind. You do not take them with you because you forgot or because you cannot or do not want to take them. Leaving our children behind at a gas station was pretty dumb.
What is the meaning of the verb move inland to?
When you move people in or move them into a place. You bring their furniture and other personal possessions into a place where they will live. When you move things in or move them into a place, you take them in. Move out is the opposite of move inland to. The movers moved me in less than 2 hours.
What is the meaning of the verb plan on?
When you plan on doing something, you intend to do it. What are you planning on doing tonight?
What is the meaning of the verb break up?
When something breaks up the day or some other period of time. It interrupts that time and makes it less boring. My day was broken up by a going away party for one of my co-workers.
What is the meaning of the verb hold up?
When you use a gun or other weapon to rob a person, bank, or store, you hold it up. Stick up is the same as hold up. The jewelry store owner was held up by 3 men wearing ski masks.
What is the meaning of the verb run down?
When vehicles or people driving vehicles hit and injure or kill someone, they run that person down. The man was run down and killed by a speeding taxi.
What is the meaning of the verb lighten up?
When you lighten up, you change the subject of conversation. From something serious to something more cheerful and pleasant. Enough talk about business. Let's lighten things up around here.
What is the meaning of the verb set up?
When arrange the parts of something so that they are in their proper position and can function, you set it up. The kids got a swing set for Christmas, and Dad had to set it up in the snow.
What is the meaning of the verb make up?
When you invent a story to entertain or fool people, you make the story up. When you invent a lie to deceive people, you make the lie up. My son asked me to make up a story about monsters.
What is the meaning of the verb work out?
When you exercise in order to improve your health or physical appearance, you work out. Bob works out in the gym for 2 hours every night. I'm a fat slob.
What is the meaning of the verb go down, to?
When the cost, rate, quality, quantity, or level of something decreases, it goes down. Go up is the opposite of go down. The crime rate in New York City has gone down.
What is the meaning of the verb put away?
When people are put away, they are sent to prison or a mental institution. Jake was put away for 10 years after he was convicted of murder.
What is the meaning of the verb take in?
When you take in a play, movie, museum, or other attraction, you go to it or see it. We stopped in Charleston and took in the sights.
What is the meaning of the verb knock out?
When you try very hard to please other people, you knock yourself out or knock yourself out to do something. Thanks for inviting me to spend the weekend with you. But don't knock yourself out. I don't mind sleeping on the couch.
What is the meaning of the verb go by?
When you go by a clock, you use it to tell the time. Don't go by the clock on the wall, it's fast. Go by the clock on the desk.
What is the meaning of the verb come across?
When something you say or do comes across a certain way. Your attitude or feelings are perceived in this way by other people. I was just joking, but I don't think it came across that way.
What is the meaning of the verb pick up?
When the speed, level, or condition of something increases or improves, it picks up. The song starts out slowly, but then it picks up.
What is the meaning of the verb stick out?
When you stick something out, you extend it outward. Timmy stuck his tongue out when his mother gave him spinach.
What is the meaning of the verb let inland to?
When you let people or things in or let people or things into a place, building, room, and so on. You allow them to enter by giving them permission to enter or by opening a door, gate, and so on. When the guests arrived, the butler opened the door to let them in.
What is the meaning of the verb turn in, to?
When you complete a test, report, or project and you give it to the person who assigned the work to you. You turn it in or turn it into the person who assigned the work. Hand in is similar to turn in. I have to finish this report and turn it in to the sales manager by tomorrow.
What is the meaning of the verb come on, to, informal?
When you come on to people, you approach them and try to interest them in romance or sex. I can't stand that guy Ned. He's always coming on to me.
What is the meaning of the verb knock out?
If something knocks you out, it impresses or surprises you a lot. Tom's new house is fabulous. It really knocked me out.
What is the meaning of the verb give away?
When you give something away, you give it to someone without asking for anything in return. Because you do not want it or because you want to help the person you are giving it to. This old furniture isn't worth very much, so I think I'll just give it away.
What is the meaning of the verb knock over?
When you knock people or things over, you use force to make them fall to a horizontal position. The force of the explosion knocked me over.
What is the meaning of the verb throw out?
When you throw something out, you dispose of it by putting it in the waste basket, trash, and so on. Throw away is the same as throw out. Elle can't find some important papers, and I think they might have been accidentally thrown out.
What is the meaning of the verb turn on, to, informal?
When you turn people onto something. You tell them about something you think they will like or something that will help them. Maria turned me onto a great Colombian restaurant.
What is the meaning of the verb get away from?
When you get away from people or places, you leave them even though it may be difficult. Frank was talking and talking, and I couldn't get away from him.
What is the meaning of the verb go around?
When something is being distributed to a group of people and there is enough for everyone. There is enough to go around. Don't make the pieces of wedding cake too big, otherwise there won't be enough to go around.
What is the meaning of the verb put on?
When you put on weight, you gain weight. I need to go on a diet. I've been putting on a lot of weight lately.
What is the meaning of the verb put to?
When you put part of your body or something in your hand to something, you touch or press it to something. The neighbors were arguing again, so we put our ears to the wall to try to hear what they were saying.
What is the meaning of the verb break down?
When you break down, you lose self-control and become emotionally or mentally confused. When the judge sentenced Jones to life in prison, he broke down and begged for mercy.
What is the meaning of the verb wear down?
When something wears down or when someone wears something down. The top or surface gradually disappears because of friction. The feet of thousands of visitors a year have worn down the marble steps.
What is the meaning of the verb go in?
When soldiers enter combat or an area where combat is likely, they go in. Pull out is the opposite of go in. The National Guard was ordered to go in and stop the riot.
What is the meaning of the verb aim at?
When you aim at something you want, you do what is necessary to get it. The new law is aimed at reducing crime in the streets.
What is the meaning of the verb hang on informal?
When you hang on, you wait for a short time. Hold on is the same as hang on. Hang on for a minute, I'll be right back.
What is the meaning of the verb find out not usually separated? The object can be a noun. A noun clause, or a complete sentence.
When you find out information or a fact, you learn or become aware of that information or fact. I was surprised when I found out that he can speak 14 languages.